Hey everybody, Bryce, Fifth Family Garden here. Just kind of want to show you all something that I'm doing a little bit different this year that I saw. Of course, saw it on online, YouTube videos, all that kind of stuff. It's basically taking the idea that you use on single stemming tomatoes and cutting the suckers off and doing the same thing with your melons and your cucumbers and everything else. Now, if I was in the position that I wanted to be with my trellises and everything else, I probably wouldn't do this. But because I only have just this one trellis here, so just this one, it's a 8-foot cattle fence, 4 foot wide, and I'm still using my grapevine over there the way it is. I'm kind of limited to my trellising type vegetables and fruits and everything else, and I'm gonna take that out. The grapevine's just not doing it this year. It hasn't been the last few years. For those that haven't been following me, as you can see, I got a really bad fungus going on these things, and it just seems to keep happening. So I think it's in the vine. I know it's not the grapes turning colors, unfortunately. I wish it was, because it also gets in the leaves and everything else. And I've tried treating these, and just nothing's working. So I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to redo some things over there, some raised beds to help get rid of the fungus and all that. But anyways, I was online. I was trying to figure out, hey, I kind of high density my squashes and cucumbers and all that, as you can see. Spaghetti squash, banana melons, some other mini melons in here, some more spaghetti squash. We eat a lot of it. Armenian cucumbers, stuff like that. And what I've noticed is if you go through and you follow the main stem, you'll see a lot of, side growth leaves, which is really good. You want all that. Then you get, it's these areas where you got your tendril, your leaves, and then sometimes you get another shoot starting. Coming through here, type of thing. This is all still one plant with other plants behind it. But anytime I see the tendrils and all that kind of stuff, I'm okay with that. But when I start seeing stuff like this here, I know that's the start of a new run. And I want to get rid of that. Come up, that's flower, so I'm good with that. This is all okay, I'm good here. That's a different plant. But that's kind of the stuff I'm talking about. So like with the cucumbers, it's a lot easier. Because I noticed, coming up, see if y'all can see this here. Main stem comes up. Here's a runner. And then it's already starting a cucumber, so I'm gonna leave the cucumber there, but I'm gonna cut this off because I don't want it to continue to run. But then I followed up some more. Good leaf here, some flowers come up, more of the same. Leaf, flowers, tendrils, leaf, flower, tendrils. I'm okay with all that. Same here. Same up in here, so I'm good. But what I'll do is I'll come through and I'll check all my plants, and the crazy thing is you gotta kind of stay on top of this. It's starting to become almost a daily thing. See, like you got here, this one, this comes up. Now you got a whole bunch of mess going on here, curls, all that, because I just don't have the room. Flowers all over the place. Everything else, you get little gaps like right here where you're good, flowers, all that. Here you go, big stem come up, and now you're seeing flowers, all that's good. I'm okay with the flowers. What I don't want is I don't want this creating a new run, which fortunately here it's just flowers, so I'm okay with that. But you still got to come through and you got to look and you got to see, what else do I got going here? Is that just flowers, or is that trying to run a whole new run on its own? And when you see those, you can thin those out. And what that does is, for me, yeah, it kind of looks bad. You got all this stuff that's clipped, and I try to cut it back as close as I can back to the stalk so it looks better. But it opens up a lot more space. So like here we go. This here is protruding out, which usually, more times than not, will mean, sorry, high depth growth ring here. But you can come through and you can see, is this a new thing? Is it original? All this stuff in here, and look at it and try to say, hey, you know, what's going on? How can I make this easier? How can I make the plants better? This is what I'm trying. Kind of keep you all updated, let you know how it works out for me this year, and then kind of show you guys next year when I don't do this, how it works out. All right. Thanks for joining me. Hit the like and subscribe, and hopefully you come back more for more video updates. We'll see you later.